A person doesn't have to change who he is to become better. Forgiveness works two ways in most instances. People have to forgive themselves too. True joy is the difference between just amusing ourselves to death and creating meaningful pleasure. Accept that environment compromises values far more than values do their number on environment. If the image one holds of oneself contains elements that don't square with reality, one is best advised to let go of them, however difficult it may be. If you apply reason and logic to this career of mine, you're not going to get very far. You simply won't. A good deed here, a good deed there, a good thought here, a good comment there, all added up to my career in one way or another. We all suffer from the preoccupation that there exists, in the loved one, perfection. I have to try to find a way to channel that anger to the positive, and the highest positive is forgiveness. I've learned that I must find positive outlets for anger or it will destroy me. I wanted to explore the values that are at work underpinning my life. I did not go into the film business to be symbolized as someone else's vision of me. I had chosen to use my work as a reflection of my values. When I set out to become an actor, I had set myself a standard. Acting isn't a game of pretend. It's an exercise in being real. I am the me I choose to be. You don't have to become something you're not to be better than you were. I simply wake up every morning a better person than when I went to bed. The journey has been incredible from its beginning. When you walk with someone, something unspoken happens. Either you match their pace or they match yours. I never had an occasion to question color. Therefore, I only saw myself as what I was, a human being. I wouldn't change a single thing because one change alters every moment that follows it. I have always been a learner because I knew nothing. If I'm remembered for having done a few good things, and if my presence here has sparked some good energies, that's plenty. I set my star so high that I would constantly be in motion toward it. I do know that I'm responsible not for what happens, but for what I make of it. I learned to hear silence. That's the kind of life I lived. Simple. I learned to see things in people around me, in my mom, dad, brothers, and sisters. So much of life, it seems to me, is determined by pure randomness. We're all somewhat courageous, and we're all considerably cowardly. We're all imperfect, and life is simply a perpetual, unending struggle against those imperfections. I always wanted to be someone better the next day than I was the day before. Generally, I tend to despise human behavior rather than human creatures. I wanted to look at them because I feel internally that I am an ordinary person who has had an extraordinary life. In my case, The body of work stands for itself. I think my work has been representative of me as a man. I decided in my life that I would do nothing that did not reflect positively on my father's life. I was born 2 months early and everyone had given up on me, but my mother insisted on my life. I come from a great family. I've seen family life and I know how wonderful, how nurturing, and how wonderful it can be. I defend myself by improving myself. Marriage is no way of life for the weak, the selfish, or the insecure. If you apologize because you are afraid, then you are a child, not a man. Living consciously involves being genuine. It involves listening and responding to others honestly and openly. It involves being in the moment.